everybody, Jess here.
Hi, it's Patrick.
And welcome to our channel. True, that's so
Yeah, let's get just roll.
You're sinking again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't look into the screen. Wait, actually we should turn this one, okay? Otherwise you will keep on looking.
What's up everybody, Jess here.
Hi, it's Patrick.
And welcome to our channel. So this video is all about us sharing you our story of how did we meet. And I think this is the most commonly used topic for international couple like us. That's why I convinced Patrick to make our own version of it. And as you can see, Patrick doesn't look like that he was willing to be here.
I can say it wasn't that easy to convince me, maybe.
It's not easy. Let's get started.
Okay.
We first met in the year 2017, so that was like 4 years ago?
Yeah, a little more than that.
Yeah, 4 years ago, and I was only 21 years old back then, and I went abroad for the first time, where I got my first full-time job in UAE. That's part of Middle East, by the way, and the location of the company is just 1 hour away from Dubai, but it depends on your driver.
Yeah, it's in Ras Al Khaimah, which is like a very interesting place in UAE, but rather different than what you would expect from Dubai with all the skyscrapers. It's more the classic Middle East experience.
Less crowded.
Yeah, it has a totally different vibe. It's very interesting.
More peaceful, I could say, than Dubai.
More calm and quiet.
This company is located in Ras Al Khaimah. It's actually a hotel. That's where I got my first full-time job. I am part of the accounts team, and that time Patrick is currently taking his internship.
That's true.
As part of HR team, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So within my university program, there was a mandatory 1-year internship.
So basically, he's still a student at that time, and he's
correct.
only 23 years old, right? We were so young back then. I was hired month of February 2017, and actually Patrick's internship is due on August at the same year, so we have few months left to get to know each other. I was required to introduce to everybody. The setup of the office is like, it's a big office. All of the part of the management team are in that big office. So just imagine the department of Patrick, which is HR, is there in the entrance, part of the entrance, and then you will...
part of the entrance. Office.
Yeah, part of the entrance of the office. Our team, which is accounts team, and we are on the opposite side actually, right?
Yeah.
When my colleague introduced me, I was introduced first to the HR department. When I saw Patrick, like, okay, Jess, we will introduce you to the HR team. I saw Patrick there right away. Why, you ask me why? Because first of all, he's so white. He's the only white person in there, if I'm not mistaken. He's blonde. He's
It's hard to
handsome.
tell now these days.
Yeah, but it's okay, you're still handsome. Yeah, he's very good looking, and he caught my attention for the first time actually, because yeah, he's a good looking guy, and he looks very young, he looks very intelligent, he looks very professional and gentleman, everything. He's very quiet, he did not interact at all. It's just, hi, Patrick, this is Jess, hey, she's new from accounts team, and then he's like, hi, yeah. I was like, okay.
I think that's our kind of humble beginnings. From this first time, I have just a vivid memory, because I found it to be quite attractive right from the start, I could admit, in here. So I was, yeah, kind of interested in her, but as Jesslyn already said, come on. As Jess said, I'm rather quiet in the beginning, but I can say I had a crush from her right from the start.
Which I did not expect, because like I said, the first time I laid my eyes on him, I kind of expected, okay, he's too perfect for me. First of all, he's a European, he's not someone that will get attracted to someone like me, you know. I really have the thought like that. So when he told me that, yeah, the first time I saw you, actually attracted to you already.
We just happened to be in the canteen where we have our staff's meal all around the same time. Jess would normally always dine in with her colleagues, which are mostly from the Philippines. So they're not that approachable. I mean, they are long table talking their own national language. So I'd normally hang around with some other colleagues of mine from international countries. So we would all communicate in English.
Which is mostly Europeans as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
more or less. Yeah,
yeah.
Correct. And then, but just randomly, I think it was the time one of the bosses of the of the finance team actually called me to that very table where Jess was sitting. I somehow felt something's up already when she called me, and then all of a sudden, when I approached her, she tried to introduce Jess to me.
Yeah, which is, yeah, I want to melt down that time. Because the story is that we are in the table, right? And then we were just eating there, la 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 la, and then all of a sudden Patrick passed by our table. And then I was like, just randomly saying, oh, I wonder what's the name of that guy. He looks good. I was like that. And then my colleague all of a sudden, oh, who? Patrick? You want me to introduce you to him? Okay, Patrick, come here. And I was like, no. He came to the table and then...
I went there to see what's up, and that colleague of Jess just was like, oh, you know Jess, and trying to introduce me to her. And it's... the way she did it was kind of obvious that she's trying to play matchmaking with us. It's like super obvious. But that colleague of her also realized that, so what she did, she introduced me to the colleague who'd been there for so many months.
So that it will not look so obvious. It's like her way that, okay, so that it's not too awkward, I will try to introduce him to the others as well, which they already know each other.
Yeah, but this whole feeling, I can say, after all of this happened, we just introduced each other, and then we went on our separate ways during that day. I can say I went back to my desk smiling like this, but deep inside of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? There's also like one moment between the two of us when we have the pantry inside the office, right?
Don't go there.
And literally in front of the pantry, that's where the HR department is. So just Patrick is just sitting literally outside, right? Like when you go outside the pantry, you will see Patrick's cubicle already. And then we have this water dispenser in the pantry, and then of course, if you're a lady and then you happen to get the water in the dispenser and it's out of water, of course you will try to ask for the guy's help. What am I doing actually? Just to have an interaction with Patrick, because we don't have any interaction at all. I mean, if you like someone, you will try your best to have interaction with that someone so that something will happen, alright? So yeah, I will go to the pantry, and then if the water is almost done but not totally finished, what I will do is that finish out the water, and then I will call for Patrick to exchange it for me. Like, yeah, he will come and then, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Just like that conversation means a lot already. That's the conversation that we will have. Yeah. Most of the time.
Well, I can say it's quite funny or maybe embarrassing for me in this case. Even to this story, there's a second side to this. Because as Jess described, I was desperately actually trying to make some kind of conversation, and when having shy guy syndrome, it's not that easy. So what I was doing is actually, when I saw Jess or her colleagues approaching the pantry, I would always check my water to see if there's anything left. And even sometimes if like nearly the whole bottle is left, I will try to jug it as fast as possible, so I would have any reason to go to the pantry just to encounter Jess.
I wasn't aware actually that he has his own way as well to interact with me, which at the same time I was doing the same thing. So I think we're kind of meant to be.
So all of those first baby steps, those first steps of trying to get to know each other.
Literally a baby steps. Like most of the time time. That's the only like moments that we have in the office. Every day, that's the only moments. There's no other conversation because we don't have time. We are both working, and at the same time our apartments are like located in the opposite corners. So where it all really started is...
That's so cringe for me. Try to say it differently. Not the really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where it all really started is during our annual party. Annual party is... You explain. You're the host of the party.
The annual party is supposed to be a big thank you to all the team members around.
Yeah, so it's a party that is for all the employees of the hotel only, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, no.
So, yeah. In this annual party, Patrick is one of the hosts, and then us, of course, we should do something as well. We should like participate on the party as well. So guess what? We are included in the contest. In our department, of all people, they decided to make us participate in the contest. There's 3 of us, by the way, and then we dance.
Sounds kind of ridiculous you say like that.
While we were waiting at the table, I'm shocked actually when all of a sudden Patrick came to the table out of nowhere, and then he was like, "Oh, hey ladies, coming up next, are you ready?" And of course for us we were like, "Oh, are we close already?" So we rushed to the bathroom and then change our costume, and then we start dancing. Yay! So fun!
Yeah. Actually, to switch back to my perspective, I was so bummed out to be the host. I was selected to be the host and I really didn't feel like it. Because the thing is, like, before the party I had my big plans how to approach Jess during the party. And then all of a sudden they made me the host. So meaning I'm really well involved in all the planning and all the different activities. Meaning I don't have much free time. So when everything was said and done, I felt kind of bummed out actually. I was thinking to myself, okay, you missed your chance. Soon now somebody else will recognize Jess and will take her.
Yeah, actually I remember this story when you told me about it. When you were like trying to make time to have a conversation with me, but all of a sudden they made you part of the committee, so you were so busy and you don't have time. But actually he made some time for that. Because after all the program, we can stay in the party for like few more hours to just have a party and get along with the others, you know, just drink and then conversation with others, you know, until the ending time of the party, right?
I think it's actually less.
Yeah?
Like 30 minutes or like half 1 hour.
30? Yeah. After the program, of course, we are announced the winner. Yay! And after the program, we've decided to go home already. Then all of a sudden, Patrick pops out of nowhere again. And then he was like, "Hi ladies, coming home, why not stay for the meantime and let's have some drink?"
I think we still have that picture. I think we can shoot it up in here.
That's the start of the conversation where we really get to know each other. And he was trying to have a conversation not only with me but also with my friends, because that's what's good about him. He's not only focused on me, but also he's trying to get to know my friends as well, because it's, you know, he's very friendly and he's very open to other nationalities, because for him he enjoyed that kind of company even more, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It's always interesting, that's the thing, you know. And for me it's much more fun if you have so many friends from different nationalities. It's, for me it's awesome, I can say. And of course though, that's still just the beginning of us getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And we have and we have many more stories to share.
Just like what Patrick said, this is only the first part of our story. There's more after that.
Yeah, and cool stories to share, how we actually got to know each other and how we ended up here right now in Germany.
Yay! Yeah. Those are just the baby steps and the first level of us getting to know each other. But yeah, there's more happenings after the annual party, which we will share to you on our next video. So if you want to know more about it, then we will see you in our next video. Tschüss!
Bye!